everybody, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If you're new here then welcome, my name is Eve. I normally post makeup and beauty related videos, but today's video I thought I would do a wee bit different. Now I have filmed this video once before but I just leathered on far too much, so I thought I would film it again and I thought I would tell you all about my job. Well, I'm a student still, but I'll be qualifying soon, and I thought I'd tell you a wee bit about what it is that we do. So my course is a Diploma in Higher Education of Operating Department Practice. It's a 2-year course. I'm finished all the uni stuff. I have passed with like A's and B's and everything. I think I'm ending up with an average grade of like A2 or something, which is incredible. I didn't think that I was that smart, but apparently I am. I may go on and do an extra year to do the degree. I haven't really decided yet. We were off for 4 months because of COVID, so otherwise we would have been finishing really shortly, but we've got a few months of placement hours to make up. I am currently in placement in a kind of local hospital. I've done a lot of my training in Glasgow, but I'm now in Lanarkshire, and so pleased to say that I've actually been offered a job in Lanarkshire in orthopaedic scrub, so I'm so excited about that. Like, I cannot wait to get my hours in and get started. So what is an operating department practitioner? So we are our own thing. We're band 5s, the same as a nurse would be in theatre, and I say that we're theatre nurses, but we are and we're not. So our training is solely focused on operating theatres, so we do recovery, anaesthetics and scrub in our training. We don't do any ward placements or district placements or community or whatever the kind of student nurses do. Our goal is to be able to walk into theatre once we're finished and be able to kind of to work, you know, without having to get much extra training. So there's 3 kind of roles, main roles, especially in Scotland. Like, I know in England there's some ODPs will work in A&E or they'll work in intensive care, but here in Scotland most of us work in the operating theatres. So recovery is the end part, but I start with anaesthetics first. So one of my roles could be is the anaesthetic practitioner. So in that role I'll be the person that comes to collect you from theatre reception to take you to theatre. I will go through a checklist with you, just ask you questions that we need to know. I will then take you through into theatre. I'll help set you up for the operation, get you connected to a blood pressure monitor, things like that. I'll be there for you for any worries that you have, any questions I can try and answer. If I don't know, then I'll ask the anaesthetist. I'll be the one that's holding your hand if you're going to sleep, if you need a wee hand to hold, if you're nervous. I'm a very kind and caring, emphatic person, so I quite like anaesthetics because I like to be able to be there for people when they're kind of struggling. So I will help the anaesthetist with equipment for getting you put away to sleep. I will keep an eye on you through the operation. I will get any drugs the anaesthetist needs to give you. I'll be there if anything were to go wrong. I'm one of the first people to help, and then I'm also there when you wake up, so I help the anaesthetist to wake you up, and I'm there, and then I will get you sent out to recovery. So, and the thing is, like, this is hard for me to talk about because there's so much in each sphere that I could go on for about an hour, because I don't want any nurses or ODPs watching this to think, oh, she's just like belittling what it is that we do. I'm just kind of struggling to condense exactly what it is that we do down. So anyway, the next place you would go after your operation is recovery. Now, recovery nurses and ODPs have a huge amount of responsibility because there isn't a doctor immediately present. Like, there's doctors and anaesthetists for if we need them, but in recovery it is our job to make sure that you're safe when you're when you're coming round from your operation. So quite often you'll be woken up in theatre, but sometimes you won't. Sometimes you'll come out to recovery asleep, and it's our job to record your vital signs every 5 minutes, check how you're doing. Once you wake up, we reassure you that everything's okay. We look at any dressings that you've got on, any wounds that you have. We check your catheters if you've got them in. We can give you pain relief. Pain relief is a huge part of our job in recovery, and it's to make sure that you're comfortable, that you're not feeling sick at all, and we wait until we think that you're ready to go back up to the ward, and then that's when you'll leave us. So the other role is a scrub practitioner or circulating practitioner, and those 2 jobs kind of go hand in hand. So as the circulating practitioner includes healthcare assistants as well as ODPs, and there's also band 4 scrub practitioners out in Lanarkshire, which is pretty cool. So the circulating practitioner, is their job basically to assist the scrub practitioner to get things open and on the table, help set up for the operation, get the equipment sorted. Like we all kind of chip in and kind of do our bit. The scrub practitioner is the one that is at the table with the surgeon. So like when you see it in movies and there's someone standing with a tray of instruments, that's the scrub practitioner, and that is our job. So my job is to get all the equipment that I think that we might need during that case. You have to kind of a bit of anticipation and a bit of guesswork sometimes to what they're going to need, because you're better to have it than not to have it. We will count every single instrument, every single swab, every single suture, every single blade, every single thing that is on that tray. We count, we mark up on the board just so that we know where everything is, and patient safety is like first and foremost to everything that we do. Then through the operation I will be, let's say, as a gown, gloves, sterile on, which is murder when you have an itchy nose and you can't touch your nose to scratch it, and it's my job to pass things to the surgeon, anything that he needs. It's my job to keep track of any instruments that he has to make sure that I'm getting them back. And that's it in a nutshell. Like I say, I could go on for hours and hours and hours. Some of the operations that I've been privileged to be a part of has been absolutely incredible, especially when I worked in plastic surgery as a healthcare assistant. The operations they did there, like plastic surgery, definitely has my heart, and I'm quite sad that I'm not going back, but the hospital where I've been offered a job is far closer to home, and I need to do what's right for me and my kids, and just now that is being closer to home. So yeah, if you want to know a bit more, then I will leave some information down below. I know if you're in England it's a different recruitment process. In Scotland also different health boards have different ways of doing things as well. For us in our health board, we're funded by student loans, but I know other health boards in Scotland actually get paid a wage for doing the course. So if you are in any of the health boards in Scotland and you're interested in doing the course, then I believe the applications are finished for this year, but the course will run next year as well. And yeah, just let me know if you need any more information. It's the UWS, the University of the West of Scotland, that run the course. And yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope that wasn't me blethering on too much. Also, if you like this makeup, this video will have either been up already or it'll be up next, and it is the e.l.f. Electric Moods eye palette and face palette. So yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, I would love it if you would do so, and let me know if you want me to talk a bit more about what it is that I do as a job, obviously with keeping in confidentiality and data protection, of course. Thanks for watching. Bye.